My roles at Booth Sports and Bonaventure is are as founder, managing director. But with Booth Sports, obviously with Matthew being being a professional football player, I saw a gap with regards to t-shirt printing and memorabilia sales. And obviously with South Africa having been selected as the host of the 2010 World Cup, I knew that there was going to be tons of opportunities as far as footballing equipment and clothing was concerned. And then Bonaventure S was through my love for footwear. I mean, I think most women have a shoe fetish. I'm one of them, and I often found something to criticize about a particular shoe, whether it was the sole or whether it was the upper leather. So I decided to do something about it, and I knew that the footwear industry in South Africa was virtually non-existent, so I also saw that as an opportunity to manufacture shoes and not just have a boutique to sell from, but rather be directly involved in the production of footwear, high-end footwear. My involvement as a philanthropist, it's a mouthful of a word. It's simply because I grew up, I am from a disadvantaged background, and I was always the type of student who was always keen to read books, and I'd be frustrated and annoyed at our school library, halfway through a book and then pages are missing. And later on in life, luckily Matthew also felt the same way about that, and we decided to form the Booth Education and Sports Trust. So we introduced the book clubs in primary schools. We do spelling bee tournaments, and then obviously from the sports side, Matthew does football coaching clinics. We feel it's about giving your time if you don't have the money, but there really are no excuses. There is a way of giving back somehow, and it's the only reason we're here. Otherwise, I've always said that you are a waste of oxygen if you're not giving back, really. Tips that I would give to any woman that aspires to be, or rather easily, switch roles between a businesswoman, entrepreneur, and a mother or wife, would be to, not to be shy to delegate, not try and be superwoman, because believe you me, that term doesn't exist. So that's my tip. Is simple: don't try and be superwoman. My 3 tips to women wanting to venture into businesses: number 1 would be to be a pioneer in your industry. Don't do something that has been done already. In my case, offering women an experience of designing their ideal shoe. And number 2 would be for you to do as much research as you possibly can about the respective industry. And number 3 will for them to be not consider themselves as the bosses, but rather the whole team as a collective effort. You can't just run a business on your own. So those, I think, are the most important in my mind anyway. In my opinion, key to building a successful marriage. It's not easy. Having said that, myself and Matthew have been together 11 years now in November. But I think respect more than anything. Respect, compromise, and you need to get into a relationship for the right reasons. And it's a team after all. I think just great communication, and I mean it's a daily process whereby you need to talk obviously openly about your problems, but most importantly, never go to bed angry. I always say that my husband and I never go to sleep unless we've sorted out our problems now.